Come on, please. Now, Community Coalition is how old?
26 years.
26 years. So 26 years ago, a young lady who has provided refreshments for us today was the program officer that's right. See, the program officer, this is how it all works in the word God's word. Fran is no longer here, but where's Edward? All right, well, when she comes back in, I can call her out. Because Fran tried to introduce me to somebody I knew. I said, okay. My point in bringing this up is Fran also was the program officer for Inglewood's Coalition for Drug and Violence Prevention. I was the board chair. The council was the executive director. So having got to know Karen Bass, now Congresswoman Marquise Dawson Harris, now council member, I'm also honored to know Gilbert. And your path is just beginning. But you're going to share with us the relation between homelessness and the opportunity Prop 47 provides to clean up a past that will allow them to move another level up the ladder. Here you go, Gil. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for the opportunity to share. Following Susan Burton, it's always great to hear you speak. You're definitely an inspiration for me, so many others out here. But I did want to share today about Proposition 47 and where we are right now and what it aimed to do, what it's doing right now. So just by show of hands, how many folks are familiar with Proposition 47? Okay, nice. Basically, Prop 47 is working to end the decades of imprisonment and incarceration that our city, our state, our nation has really focused on, right? So for years we've seen them target Black and brown communities of color due to these low-level nonviolent crimes, right? So we saw the influx of drugs, then we saw the prison boom, right? A bunch of folks got sent to prison, mainly Black folks, and now a lot of brown folks are also ending up in prison. But the approach that they chose to use was incarceration and locking folks up. So now we see a high percentage of folks with mental health issues, drug issues that are in need of drug treatment and mental health treatment in our prison system. So, long story short, Proposition 47 was passed back in 2014, and it lowered 6 nonviolent low-level felonies to misdemeanors. So since 2014, about 16,000 people have gotten out of prison and local county jails statewide. This is right. That's huge. I mean, folks are coming home, getting out of prison. Folks are being reconnected with their families. Folks are getting their children back. Folks are taking advantage of getting their felony reduced, which basically takes off barriers to get a better job. You can get financial aid, certain business licenses you can't get if you have a felony, right? And thanks to Prop 47, which is also the Safe Neighborhoods and Schools Act, thanks to that being passed, now folks are taking advantage of it. So where we are right now, we're fighting with the governor to pretty much fund Prop 47, fully fund Prop 47, because he's proposing to put forth $29.3 million in savings under Prop 47, and we're fighting for $150 million. Those savings, those dollars, are going directly back into communities that have the highest need, like South LA, like Compton, Watts, certain parts of Oakland, Black and brown communities across the state, right? That money is going directly towards mental health and drug rehabilitation, K through 12 education and youth prevention and youth development, and trauma services for victims of crime, right? So all issues that have been unaddressed and under-resourced and under-invested in for far too long, right? So now the pendulum is shifting, and folks, the voters voted yes on Prop 47. We wanted to shift dollars, resources from our broken and racist prison system back into our communities, because we know that when folks have access to quality health care, when folks have access to a quality education, when folks have gang interventionists like Taco and Twin and other leaders out here really intervening in their lives and really dedicated to this work, that we will have better outcomes, that we can improve the quality of life in our community. So we have a bunch of information on Proposition 47 on this table and that table, a bunch of ways for folks to get involved, because all these folks that have gotten out of prison, a lot of them are contributing to this rise and increase in homelessness. So that's why it's so key that we get the funding from the government. I mean, we're talking about a budget of about $266 billion, but they don't want to invest into community-based programs that treat illnesses, that help people, right? So it's a matter of political will, and we're holding our elected officials accountable. So we have some big town halls coming up. One is on May 7th. There's another town hall just right here at Chester Washington Golf Course this coming Wednesday, Mark Riley Thomas's district. And they want to hear from us. They want to hear what's working, what's not working, what we need to prioritize, what we need to put more funding into, and who's better to inform that process but the people living but us, right? Living in these conditions, living in these situations. So they want to hear from you. Please grab flyers, any information on the table. If you have questions about exactly what Prop 47 does, and if you have a felony or you know someone who has a felony that can get that reduced, Susan Burton, next Friday at her office, they're having free live scanning, a free live scan event. And what a live scan does, it'll let you know everything you have on your record, on your rap sheet, in whatever county, whatever state, whatever it is. If you have whatever it is on your record, it'll show you what it is, and then you can begin the process to getting your felony reduced, and then get your misdemeanor expunged from your record, which really helps folks and takes the barriers off. So we have information, everything I just talked about. And are there any questions? Prop 47. Yes, ma'am.
Is the free live scan only for people who have a record, or what if you don't have a record, but you've been harassed legally, or you've been victimized severely by identity theft, and can people in that status also get the free live scan?
So, the live scan is to actually, so the live scan is to produce information to actually file a Prop 47 petition. And June 1st, we're having a actual Prop 47 record clearing summit in Long Beach. So what we're offering people who are eligible for Prop 47 is to come and get the live scan, and then bring that live scan to our event June 1st at the Long Beach Convention Center. So it's to facilitate as many Prop 47 filings as possible. So it wouldn't be just to get a live scan, it would be to produce a filing to clear record. Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing. Our community must get out and vote. And I also have a petition to give you something to vote for that's going to free up some of our young people who've been trying to adults over here also. Prop 47 was a huge win for our community.
Yes.
Baby, see how you corrected me? Yeah, it is.
And just really quickly, we have to take advantage of Prop 47 because the deadline for folks to actually get their felonies reduced and turned into misdemeanors is supposed to be November 4th, 2017. Now we're going to organize, we're going to do a lot of work to get that date extended, but as of right now, November 4th, 2017 is when the last day folks can get their felonies reduced to misdemeanors. I see 2 hands.
Do your misdemeanors have to be off probation or summary probation to get expunged?
So it's only 6 crimes that fall under Proposition 47. So at the table we have everything you need to know about Prop 47.
There's a number you can call with information on expungement, certificate of rehabilitation, and all that on that paper.
Okay. Flyer. A lot of information.
Here again, and let me say this first too. Not only am I annoying, but I'm here because I love all you guys and I work for the county. There are questions I have that the average public just won't answer, don't know. Here's a question for that. In regards to prisons for profit, none of you have ever seen it. This is a 1991 document. That's how long they've been putting my children in jail. I'm an old man now. When this document came out, I had black hair. My question to you is this. Being a county employee, when you do live scan and you expunge your record, do most of you know your record is expunged and sealed to Macy's, Broadway, and McDonald's, but not to me as a county employee or a city employee or a state employee? There is nothing sealed to us. That was before computer systems came online. Now, when I want to run a check on you, I start in my sheriff's department. They'll run it to DOJ in Sacramento. DOJ will run it back to Quantico, Virginia through the FBI and the CIA, and I get a response on you within 5 minutes. The county does not discriminate. No municipality can discriminate because you have a criminal record. We will fire you if you say you don't have one and you committed falsification on your application. So I'm asking you, we need to verify, because that's always been an issue every time this expunging thing comes up. Is this open? And people start to believe that I don't have to tell everybody I had a record. Well, when it comes to local state government, you do.
Yeah, so we do have legal counsel at New Way of Life can tell you, that tells you exactly how and what will be exposed on your record after an expungement or after a Proposition 47 reduction. What we're trying to do here is to create an environment where people are more eligible for jobs and for housing. Do you have a totally clean board after these procedures? No, not yet. But we continue to work towards it. One thing that A New Way of Life did is that we took on the biggest background check company in the country and won. So that there are penalties when people do that instant, erroneous background check process. So we didn't get here in a day. You know, it didn't happen overnight. So we continue to forge forward, using the tools that we have available for us to make a better environment, better opportunity, stronger and healthier community overall. So that's what we're trying to get at. And I can pick this thing apart because, I just, feel really at my core angry about it. And I can pick it apart and I can tell you so much stuff that's wrong with it. But I'm really trying to work towards solutions. For me, for you, for the man sleeping under the bridge.
Thank you very much. Don't go far, 'cause you can move down. All right, so we've got, just to do a quick program check, we've got 4 more presenters, and we open up to questions or comments. But I want to make another introduction. Dr. Roberts? Dr. Roberts, please stand, be recognized. Now, and this is why I'm wearing my badge.